So the heel's on the floor, the ball is right under the ball mound of the big toe. And you're going side to side, lateral rotation. Bend your knees a little so you're not torquing the knee. And then wrap your toes around the ball, squeeze it, and release. And do this about 5 times. Spread the toes, hug the ball.
I think Archie's not muted. He's playing with his ball.
Oh yeah, I didn't mute anybody.
I had to bring 5 balls so I would have one. I'll mute us.
Okay. Here we go. And then start to roll each toe. So from the big toe, but I just want you to go in one direction. So from the big toe to the heel, and then lift the foot up, go to the second toe, and roll down to the heel, lift the foot up, third toe, etc. And this is pretty light. It's maybe a an ounce of pressure. And do this again, big toe down to the heel, each toe. Hydrating the tissue. Then you're going to move more to the arch of the foot, just really in the center, and push your toes down into the ground, locking the ball in, and see if you can, how much pressure you can put on that arch and let the heel drop toward the floor. Hi, Donna. And then scribble, like you're just making a big old scribble on the bottom of the foot. Uh-oh, speaking of dogs who like the ball. Lola is very interested. And then assess where your nastiest, sort of most painful spot is, and put as much pressure there as you can tolerate and hold. Try to keep breathing. Moving it just a little bit, keeping that pressure and moving it just a little bit, kind of digging it in deeper. I'm turning, I happen to be turning counterclockwise. Oh, and I found the inside spot directly across from where I was. Also really painful. Breathe into your new spot. Come off the ball and stand on your feet and just feel what standing feels like. Wiggle your toes and take a little walk. Try to slow your walk way down so that you're really walking consciously from the heel all the way through, so when the foot is behind you, all the way through the toes. And there's a bit of a pony movement, right? Like we bend the knee and extend the leg. That gets reduced in our life because we would look sort of silly. We think we would. But exaggerate that here. And as you're lifting the knee, integrate your belly as well. Feel that core pulling the leg up. And then stand tall. Look down at your feet, and the right foot, if that's the one you work, just notice it's spread Of course, you can't help but compare it to the other one. Mine other one looks pretty sad comparatively, which is interesting because the right one normally, like if I don't do anything, is the one that looks very shriveled. And now it looks awake and alert and it looks younger. And the left one looks kind of pudgy and sad. Okay, so take the ball and put it under the ball mound of the foot and lay the toes over it. Fan the toes out and grip and do this around 5 times. Lola, no. Fan the toes. My toes are in Lola's mouth. And then wrap, fan, wrap. And move the ball now horizontally, or move your foot side to side, spreading the ball mound of the big toe open. Oh, sorry, the ball mound open. It happens to be my big toe that is really interested in squishing the toe next to it. Oops. And any space I can get under there is good. This is, in Chinese medicine, we're opening up a bunch of points here. Not points, but meridian lines, channels of energy, you can think of them. And the ones that help us with absorption of food and of energy moving up into the body to be redistributed by the lungs. So very important channel. They're all very important, but very important. For absorption, digestion, the brain. And now we're going to roll down from the big toe down those columns, from the big toe to the heel, and then go back up to the toe, second toe to the heel, and keep going. These lanes of the toes. And you're not putting very much pressure on this. When you've done them all, do them again. Check in with your breathing from time to time. And when you're ready, put the ball right in the center of the foot, right in the arch. Let your toes come down to the ground, and then try to let the heel drop also. I'm pulling my belly in. And then let's scribble. So scribble all around the bottom of the foot. Just scramble and scribble. Try not to avoid the ouch spots. And then find the nastiest one, and you're going to hold there. Put as much weight as you can tolerate. I'm even trying to balance, which is pretty ouchy, but fun. And then roll it a little bit in there and see if there's another spot kind of right across from it. Also nasty. And find it, oof, and hold there. Come off the ball and stand. Maybe look down now and just see how that left foot looks as compared to a few moments ago. I mean, for me, I wish I had taken a picture because the before and after, what was that, a minute, is so profoundly different. Like my toes look right now, and my foot looks youthful, younger, happier, more alert. Wow. And then let's walk on it. And same as before, lift the knee and extend the leg, and make sure you're doing the back part where you're rolling through the toes as well. Pulling up from the pelvic floor, from the belly, feel that elongation along the front line of the body, and the engagement of the glutes a little bit. Come back and stand again, maybe take a peek down. And admire your feet. Okay, now this one you may want to do near a wall. Get a block. And this is for the knees. You're going to create kind of a like a stand where your heel is on the block and the toes and the ball of your foot are on the floor. So my heel's elevated and the block is behind the heel. My toes are on the floor. I'm going to stand on that, bend both knees, and extend. So my right heel's on the block, my right toes are on the floor, the block is behind me. I'm bending my knees and bringing my left leg straight-ish, but somewhat bent, forward. And I'm trying to come up on balance on the right foot, bend the right knee and tap that left heel down out in front of me, and then come back up. I'm going to do about between 5 and 10 of these. Yep, you guys got it. Belly pulled in strong. And concentrate, how low can you go with that right leg? So how deeply can you bend into that right hip crease and knee, and the knees well over the toes. Woo! Ay caramba. So it's intense for me in the quadricep. When you've done as many as you're going to do for that moment, stand and assess. Come high onto your toes, lift your heels up, squeeze the buttocks, squeeze, pulling up from the hips, belly, lifting the heels high, squeeze outer ankles in, feel that charge of energy, and then lower the heels. Whew. Step onto your block with your left foot, the heel is on the block, the toes are on the floor. Knees are bent, right leg comes forward. Heels on the ground. You're gonna lift and lower. I'm lifting onto that left leg and trying to lower under control. Wow, and this side is having a much harder time. How deeply can you bend that standing leg? Yeah, that front leg is as straight as it can be. You're putting the heel down. Yep. Yep. Oh. I'm gonna do one more. Oh. And for me, it's like in that left thigh. And then come off your block. When you're ready, do as many as you want. And stand. Bend the knees, come to chair pose. Notice the bend in your knees, how it feels. Reach through those arms. See if you're bending a little deeper. Bring your hands to the ground. Raise your heels up. And just round your upper body over your thighs. Drop the head. Squeeze inner ankle bones toward each other, belly pulled in. Then lower the heels. Keep the knees bent as you drape your torso over your thighs. Head turns left and right. Belly stays in as you roll slowly up. Keep elongating the toes. Open the chest, reach the arms up. Interlace the fingers, steeple the index finger high. Cross your right leg behind your left leg and go, up and over to the left. Squeeze your hips toward each other. Step your left foot back, line it up with the right foot. Cross left leg behind right, up and over to the right. Keep your hips forward, squeeze your butt. Knees are as bent as they need to be. Reach up and over. Come to center, uncross your right foot, feet together. Inhale, tailbone long, reach up and back. Separate the hands, bend the elbows. Squeeze the shoulder blades together on the back, chest opens. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, dive forward. Depending where you are, walk yourself forward or back on your mat into plank pose. Roll tailbone long, chest forward, tap the right knee, and then left knee alternating sides to the floor. Belly pulled in. Think of that knee bend we used for walking. So there's a bit of now start to sort of tap that knee down under the navel and back. Tap it down, so use those deep belly muscles to move the leg and bring it down and put it back. Lift it to drop it. Lift it to drop it. Whew. Then hold plank. Lower knees. Point your toes, stretch back with straight arms, child's pose. Lower the head. Breathe along the lower back, those channels of the lower back, of the back. Innervating nerves here. Walking your hands over to your right side. Place your left hand on top of the right. Thread your fingers and pull. Bending that left elbow to activate the side body, back body. Breathe into your left side. Fanning the muscles, the tissues. Relax the hands, walk them back to center. Let those elbows bend, fold the palms under each other, one on top of the other, and rest your forehead on the hands for a moment. So a softer version. And then walk your hands over to the right, stretch them out long. Thread the right hand into the left webbing and pull. Bending that right elbow slightly if you can. We'll fan that right side even more. And walk it back to the middle. Let the head drop. Deep breath in. Come on onto your hands and knees, lifting forward for a few rounds of cat-cow, articulating through the spine, coordinating. Inhale as you go into cow, exhale into cat. And then find a neutral spine. Turn the back of the hand to the floor. Fingers point toward you. Put weight onto the hands. And rock here forward and back a little bit. Oh, and then turn the palms back to the floor. Notice how secure they feel now. Maybe better than before at least. Stretch your right leg back, press through the heel, stretching the calf. My toes are on the floor. Squeeze your outer hips in and pull the tummy in too. Get some strength and power through that back thigh. Calf muscle really probably, this feels so good for mine, hopefully yours. And then do the other side, stretch the left leg back. My toes are on the floor and they're remembering the sensation of the ball, the practice of the ball. So the ball of the foot's pressing, my toes are spreading, and I'm trying to tune into them. Try not to lean toward the side that your knee, with the knee down. So don't lean to the right, squeeze into the center. Press the heel back. Ribs in. Head forward. Add the right foot so you're in plank. Hold for 10, 9, squeezing into the center of the tube of you. 6, 5, 4, keep lengthening. 2, and bend your elbows halfway down. Roll over those toes. They're nice and open. Open the chest up. Chin up, eyes open. Roll over the feet. Press left heel down as you raise the right leg. Bend the knee, open up the hip. Look under the left shoulder. Square the hips, lower the right leg. Right heel down, left leg up. Bend the knee, open up your hip, look under the right arm. Articulate that left foot. Look forward, step up. 2 feet, nice and wide. Hold opposite elbows and shake your head out as you fold. Let go of all the stress from your week, since our last class or your last class or last night or this morning. Whatever's in there, shake it out. And then release your hands. Toe heel your feet all the way together. Inhale, look forward, heart forward. Exhale, round and press down. Ground your hands to the earth. Inhale, rise to stand, arms high. Look up. Exhale, hands to prayer. Wow, so just feel so engaged. Your feet are on the floor. They're awake. Your muscles are toned, squeezing in. It's like everything knows where it should be. Just take a moment to appreciate that. It's like, oh, okay. I know what to do. Release your hands down, palms open. Inhale, lengthen up. Big, 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 reach it. Make yourself huge. Exhale and fold forward. Inhale, lift and lengthen. And step left and right foot back, plank. Chaturanga. Upward facing. Downward facing. Pull up the pelvic floor. Pull in the belly. Even, steady breaths. Spread your shoulders out. Make way for the neck to hang. Inhale, lift the heels, bend the knees, up, forward. Sorry, Lola. Inhale, look up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, rise. Arching back. Exhale, hands to heart. Release the hands down. Inhale, breathe up. Exhale, dive over. Inhale, look forward. Step your right and left foot back. Low push up. Inhale, up. Exhale back. Find that sweet, rhythmic, consistent breath. In through the nose, out through the nose. Legs are active, hands are pushing, getting space in your spine. Pull the front body into the back body and try to widen the upper back, like you're opening jars under your hands. That's a helpful technique. Inhale, lift your heels, bend the knees, exhale, jump forward. Inhale, look up. Exhale, fold, palms ground into the mat. Inhale, rise up, circle the arms, reach tall. And exhale, pull your hands to the heart. Release the hands down by your sides, palms open. Inhale, breathe up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, look up and step your left foot back. Lower your left knee, put padding under it as you wish. Come on up and place your hands on your right thigh. Tuck your tailbone, bow forward, chin toward chest, belly strong, and then let your hips go forward. Keep that tailbone long as you reach your arms up, interlace the fingers, reach back. Bring your right hand down toward your right side. Your hand can be on your hip, block or floor. Left arm up and over toward the left. Right. Sorry. Left arm up and over to the right. Thank you. Sorry. That was confusing because I said the wrong thing. Left hand comes down. Bring both hands on your left side. Pivot your left foot like behind you so it's right behind the knee. Come on up, so I'm facing the left side, and straighten your right leg, so I'm in gate pose. Reach both arms up to the sky, and right hand down the right leg, left arm up and over toward the right. Just like before, just slightly different shape. And then we're gonna come down, left hand to a block or the floor, right arm up and over. Tuck the tailbone, pull the ribs in, feel the length along that right side. Pushing down through the right foot. Circle the right hand down. I'm gonna grab both my blocks. Right leg is forward, left leg is back. I'm getting that nice hamstring stretch here. Engaging the muscles of my leg that I can see. So squeezing the muscles toward the bone. Suck that right thigh in. At the same time, let's arch the heart, like try to stick your butt back more and bring the heart forward. Better. Good. Point your right foot and flex. And my toes are going back to their wicked ways so quickly. I don't know about yours, but mine are trying to club themselves all together again. And then bend the right knee, walk your hands forward, hold plank pose, step it back. Squeeze the midline, bend the elbows just enough to get into your muscles. Chaturanga. Upward facing. And downward facing. And step your left foot forward, lower the back knee, point the right toes. Place the hands on the left thigh, tuck the tailbone, drop your chin, and round here a little bit. Feeling that stretch along the right side, those right quads maybe. There's that sartorius muscle. There's a bunch of things here on that right side that you're getting. Keep the tailbone under, hips drawing forward. Take the arms up. Interlace the fingers, reach. Up and back. Can those hips go forward a little more? Left hand comes down to the hip or a block or the floor. Right arm up and over. Nice. Circle the right hand down. My right foot pivots behind the knee. I turn to the right side, straighten that left leg. Come on up. Reach the arms high, elongating torso, tailbone under, ribs in. Left hand comes down the left leg, right arm up toward the left. Pushing down through my right knee to really maximize the stretch there. And then right hand comes down to a block floor, whatever you want. Left arm over the ear. Push down through the left foot to really maximize this left side. Business. Reach it. Oof. Circle the left hand down. Pivot forward into half Hanuman. Left leg is forward. I'm on blocks. Pull that left thigh in. Push down through that left heel, micro bending the knee just to get the maximum amount of current through my leg. Point and flex the toes. The side was harder for my foot, but is behaving longer. Interesting. And then hold the flexion, pull the heart forward. And push down through that left heel for even more zhuzh. Squeeze the muscles to the bone. Whew. Then move the blocks, bend the left knee, tuck back right toes, lift the right knee as you step plank. Low push up. Upward facing, nice long big toes if you can here. Curl deeper. Exhale. Downward dog. Yeah. Stretch it here. Feeling your strength, your length, your power. Right leg high. Tap your nose to your knee. Right leg high. Knee in the direction of your right. Shoulder, left shoulder blade down. Right leg high. Knee in the direction of the left tricep. Inhale, right leg high. Step your right leg forward into half pigeon. Bend both knees for a stag version. Bring your right shin forward. So we're making straighter lines. Line up that right shin parallel to the front edge of the mat. Knee in line with hip. What is that back leg? Make it do the same thing. Knee in line with the hip. Left ankle in line with left knee. Yeah? Pivot all the way toward the right. And this is good. I feel this in the left lower back. Push down through your left knee. Notice any sensation if there is any. Push down more through your inner left shin. Try to lift your outer right ankle for 5, 4, 3, 2, and lower it. Come back behind you onto your elbows and enjoy this party. Push down through your left knee and imagine lifting your left ankle off the floor. Knee stays down. How in the world would you do that? I mean, I don't know. Just let your mind try to figure it out. My body. Push down, try to lift that inner left ankle up for 3, 2, 1. Ay caramba. Come on back up and straighten that left leg into half pigeon. I can't promise, but it's possible. It feels great. Much better than usual, at least. And then fold forward. Feel with your right foot because it's awake. Feel for that outer edge of the foot and press it down into the floor and wrap your left hip a little more toward the floor as you do it. Scissoring, right leg back, left leg forward, so that although we're sort of in a resting state with our head down, there's a dynamic action in the hips. Let's bend that left knee and straighten. Take your time. Bend that left knee, foot coming toward the left glute, and straighten. And pull it in. Maybe that right hand reaches back for that foot, and you give it a little bit of a deeper stretch. Let's not be too anxious to do that, but if it feels good. Let it go. Come onto that right hip, sweep your left leg forward. Place your right foot into your left inner thigh. Take your right hand behind you, come up onto your right shin, send your hips forward, left arm over the ear, stretch. Hips under you, feel that elongation. Start to rotate even more toward the back as opposed to the side. Slowly lower the buttocks down. Pause here, widen maybe a little bit, just a little. You feel a little stretch in that left inner groin. Push right leg into left as you rotate toward the left. Start to organize yourself over that leg, reaching for your left foot, look up. Exhale, fold a little bit toward that left thigh. Let's bend that left leg. Pull the toes in toward you, heart rotating toward the thigh. Hang out here. How is your right lower back? Can you breathe there? These back channels are so useful for our emotional body. Let's get everything moving back there. So breathe into the back. Free that up. And come on up. Cross your left leg in front of your right. The shins are crossed. Left hand to the right knee, right hand behind. Zip up through your pelvic floor for this beautiful, simple twist. When our world feels unsteady, we start with this lower body work. We get the feet moving, we connect to our pelvic floor, we open up the channels in the back. We get rooted and grounded in our own physical body. Come back to the center, right hand to the left knee, left hand behind. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, gently turning to the left. Bending the elbows. Ask to be centered. Ask right now for your body to find its own center. You don't have to know where it is. It'll figure it out. Just say, I want to be in the center. It may not feel that way to you. And then come back to the center, forward. Place one palm in the other and close your eyes. Breathe through the nose. Letting the weight be in the hips, in the knees. Gentle engage, just so gentle. So don't harden your belly. It's just a gentle, soft feeling of engagement. And the stacking of the spine is easy. Bring your attention to the very subtle experience of the breath passing through the nose. Softly blink the eyes open. Take your hands to your outer knees. Pull the knees up. And then make your way back. So crawl your way back to down dog. Pedal it out. One knee and then the other bends. Marching through the heels here. Feeling that springiness, I hope. Press that left heel down, right heel down, left leg up. Stretch it high and then bend the knee to your nose. Give it a tap. Inhale, left leg up. Bring your knee in the direction of your left shoulder and up and toward your right tricep and up and step it forward and come into that 90-90, bringing your left shin parallel to the front edge of the mat. Your right shin behind the knee. Your right ankle dorsiflexed. Pivot to your left. Tuck your tailbone. Actually, do you want to sass it? No. Tuck your tailbone under just a little. And see if you feel that nice right side body flank. Push down through your right knee shin. And belly is slightly drawn in and up. Push down through that shin of that back leg and see if you can imagine or lift up that front left outer ankle. And relax it. Come on up. Come behind. Oh, down onto your elbows. Can you push that right knee down without hurting it? Tailbone long. Push down through that inner right knee. And if that's not healthy for you, don't. If you can, try to lift that right inner ankle bone up. Ribs in more, guys. Ribs are down for 4. So not that. 3, 2. And let it relax. It's a relative term. Come on up and stretch it into half pigeon. You can fold forward. Flex your left toes, feel for the ground with your left pinky toe. Wrap that right hip toward the ground. Relax your fingers, shoulders, neck. Stretch back to the right toes, right big toe especially. Feel that squeeze of the outer hips and the drawing of that left leg in, right leg forward. For scissoring energy through the legs. Bend that right knee, And straighten a couple times, squeezing the back of the leg. Maybe you reach back for the foot with your left hand and lower the head. Right heel toward the glute. Release it and lift up. Take your right leg forward, left foot into the right thigh, left hand behind you. Come up onto that left shin. Sweep that right arm up and back. Push down through the right foot, left shin, and maybe make it more of a back bend as you rotate your trunk more toward the right. And then sit on down. Pull your left foot to the right inner thigh. Widen your hips just a little bit. Rotate toward the left. Left hand reaches to the right. Left hand reaches right foot. Inhale, lift the chest. And bend that right knee a little bit. Pull it into the hip socket as you rotate more toward the right and fold. So I care about so left hand's reaching for the right foot. And breathe into the lower back. Both hands can take the foot at some point. And if it feels right to straighten the leg, do, but we're looking to really breathe into the back body here. All the areas that kind of get atrophied and crushed, can we make space for them, for you? And come on up. Bend the right knee. Place the right shin in front of the left. Left hand to the right knee, right hand behind you. Lift up tall and gently twist. Find the center. Gently drawing shoulder blades toward the back, toward one another. Maybe the head's willing to turn. Lift the chin up to the sky. Draw the chin across the ceiling. Look over your opposite shoulder. Unwind the twist, right hand to left knee. Inhale, lift up tall. And look over left shoulder, slow. Lift the chin, look up. Draw the chin across the ceiling. Look over the right shoulder. Untwist, come to center. Make your seat comfy. And again, close the eyes. Feel the strong foundation of your lower body relaxing toward the floor. The ease as your spine is lifted up, tall, not needing to strain. Observe the gentle passage of air through the nose. Adding a very traditional loving kindness prayer. And you may send it out to whomever, or just universal energy, universal consciousness. May you be healthy. May you be happy. May you live easily. May you be happy. May you be healthy. May you live easily. And repeat this prayer a few rounds on your own, quietly or out loud, whatever speaks to you. And then let your eyes blink open. Take your hands to your outer knees and stretch your legs out in front of you and give them a shake. Grab your block, have them both. And you're going to make your way down onto your back, feet flat, and put the block, I have it on the middle height, under my lower back. Tuck your shoulder blades under, and then stretch the legs forward. If this hurts your lower back, you'll know, because it will hurt. Bend your knees. This isn't, at least I have found, it's not fruitful to fight that lower back feeling in this pose. It doesn't get better. It just gets angrier. But hopefully that is not you and you feel amazing here, or at least it feels curiously interesting, and stay with it. The order of things is the shoulders are pushing down and the heart is moving toward the face, and the tailbone is sort of being coaxed toward the heels. It's not being forced, but there's certainly some strong encouragement. You feel the front body from the ribs down on its own, or through this shape, elongating. And for me, so my feet start to kind of pigeon here, club inward. So I need to extend the the inner ankle, inner malleolus forward, so that I can stretch or engage my inner thigh, which is my weakest part. And I feel that up to the place where the psoas attaches, which is along that spine, the lumbar spine, and the diaphragm. Bend the knees, and if you can, or want to, shift the block one more time to the highest height, balance, so I've dropped my shoulders more together, to lift the legs up here. If you want to stay with the lower height, great. Let the chest open, and just slight, don't overdo it, engagement of the pelvic floor. Encouraging energy through the spinal column. Maybe you can feel that your belly is helping you out here with just a little gentle connection, engaging. And there's a bit of a sass, like a dropping of the tailbone into in the direction of the block. And that will liberate your chest all the more. Reach those inner ankle bones to the big toes. Feel that line. Ooh. It's an interesting one. And then tap your left toes to the mat, right toes to the mat. Heels are lifted, just hover there. The big toes pushing, heels high, like a ballerina. Then lower your heels, feel the whole length of your foot. Raise your butt, pull the block out. Let's hold. Our legs are two train tracks, parallel. Our glutes are engaging in many directions here. Push down through the ball mounds of the feet and the heels, feeling the triangles on the feet. Then widen your shoulders and come on down, one bone at a time. Slide your blocks to either side, placing them under your knees for Supta Baddha Konasana. Soles of the feet together, knees open. Interlace the fingers with the opposite lacing, same index fingers extending like a steeple, and reach those back overhead, that steeple grip. Lengthening both sides of the body, evenly pushing through the feet, knees down into the blocks. Open the arms up, snow angel them down. Take the hands to the outer legs, help them up. Slide the blocks behind the hamstrings, straighten the legs. So they're kind of open naturally here. Rock a little shoulder to shoulder and find the sweet spot where the shoulder blades rest on your back. The heart is slightly lifted. Bend the elbows, reach for the head. Stick the index fingers into the back of the skull, right at the base. Hit that reset button. Reconnecting brain to body, body to brain. Slowly place the head down. Arms down by your side. Take a deep breath in here. Exhale it out. Deep breath in. And exhale. Really dig deeply now. Pull up any emotions that are in there. Exhale. Let's do one more of those. Really dig in there. Pull up any emotions that you can grab. And truly let them go as you exhale. Even if you don't believe you can, doesn't matter. And then relax. Letting the front body fall backward into the back body. And the back body falls backwards into the floor. Into the earth. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, yawn and stretch your arms and legs. Bend your left knee, roll to the right side, cuddle up. Make yourself a tiny ball. And breathe into the back body along the channels of the back. About a 1/2 inch on either side of the spine. Bring your focus there. Columns of energy. Transporting your vitality through your whole system. Then push down through your left hand, rise up, find your seat. Raise your arms up to the sky. Prayer your palms together as you fold them down in front of your heart. Karen's family is, they're all going through having a big day today. So sending love to Neely and Richard and Karen. And my dad is having a big operation today. Sending love to my mom and my dad, my sister. And sending love to your families. Sharon and Elena and anyone else who takes this class at any time, sending love out to you and to all beings everywhere. Bringing the love to our own mind, lifting it from the heart. Place your thumbs in the third eye center. Receive this prayer for yourself and for all of those who are in your life. Your life touches theirs. Bow forward. Honoring one another, honoring this practice, and the power greater than us. Lifting up tall once again. We are in autumn, the season of metal element. Metal element like gold, like silver, like precious metals. What are you honing? What are you polishing? What are you proud of? Look for the metals in your life today. Your shiny gold first place medals, all your medals. Namaste. Thank you, my friends. I'll see you next week. I love you guys.